What is going on, guys? My name is Heliod, and today we're going to go to the dark side of the Force. We're going to play some life gain Heliod Company deck. Let's get into it. In today's video, we're going to play Heliod Company. So if you have no idea what this deck is, it's probably because you started playing Modern not a while ago. And because this deck used to be one of the most, if not the most powerful deck in Modern back in 2020. And because of Modern Horizon 2, took a huge punch in the face, and because a lot of good removals were printed, and better threats, and better ways to interact with the board, like Unholy Heath, Prismatic Ending, and stuff like that. Fury, Solitude. So the deck took a huge hit, but it's still a very powerful deck because it uses the power of Heliod with the addition of Spike Feeder, Walking Ballista, and Conclave Mentor. You can gain infinite life with Spike Feeder, deal infinite damage with Walking Ballista, or just make creatures infinite if you have Spike Feeder and Mentor, infinite creatures. And it has like a kind of a mid-range package, just beat down creature package with a Ranger-Captain of Eos, Skyclave Apparition. You're using Company, of course, one of the most powerful cards in creature decks. And you have some ramp through Arbor Elf and Utopia Sprawl. So this is a deck donation from Augie Doggy. Huge thank you to you, Augie Doggy, for this deck donation. So basically, he told me do whatever you want with the list. I just decided to play as it is because I haven't had a lot of experience with the deck, if not any. So I'm just gonna go as he wanted this list to be. Sorry, and he is running two one-ofs. One is Eladamri Skull, which is a pretty good one-of in my opinion. It's like another way to go get your missing piece. And one Sterling Grove. I'm not sure about this one, but maybe it's going to be good against Prismatic Ending decks because you can give your Heliod Shroud. So basically, they're going to have to use two ways to remove enchantments. And in non-enchantment removal decks, you can just go search for your Heliod. So it's basically like a fifth Heliod, just a little bit delayed. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And for the sideboard, we are running 3 Veil of Summers, 3 Path, 2 Hallowed Fountain for those, not Graveyard, but yeah, we can play this against Living End, but the Cascade decks. Tempting Sphere is like for Tron and combo decks. Endurance, just one of the most powerful green sideboard card, and Force of Vigor is pretty straightforward. So I'm pretty excited to see how this deck scales in Modern power level right now. I think it's gonna do well, but I don't think we're gonna get a 5-0. I think it's just gonna do like pretty average, but maybe it will surprise me. So if you enjoyed the video, please make sure to like and subscribe to my channel, and we're gonna get right into the video. I hope you enjoy.
This video is sponsored by Top Deck Hero. You want to buy singles and support the channel at the same time? Well, you can use my code GG4GG on your next Magic singles orders to get a 10% discount in the link in the description below or at topdeckshero.com.
Alright, round number 1, we are on the play. Got 3 lands, no 1-drop, no 2-drop. Wouldn't consider Ballista good 2-drop. Yeah, that's kind of a weird hand, but at the same time we have 2 Skyclaves, so if we want to play reactively, we can. Yeah, I would tend to mold this kind of hand. I think this deck needs to be a little more proactive. That's already better because we got the combo in a hand. I think I'm gonna put the Skyclave away. Start with Windswept Heath. Island. We're playing against Merfolks. Okay, so Curse Catcher doesn't really affect us that much. We do have some spells, but not a lot. Alright, so go Conclave, pass turn. Okay, that's kind of a bummer. We need our white mana, so hopefully we're going to draw a white land. Easy. Let's just slam the Heliod and say go. I'm not gonna go trade because if we slam the Spike Feeder next turn, we have an infinite, so better to hold. Okay, that's not great for my opponent. We've got infinite life. My opponent doesn't have an answer, and they just scoop. Opponent is a nice opponent because a lot of people sometimes don't scoop to the infinite because they think they can time us, even though we're playing pretty fast. All right, so 3-path I think is pretty good. I don't think, like, this is one of the cards that I pretty much always side out if we're not playing against a heavy removal, a deck that can remove our Heliod, like UI control. Auriok Champion is actually not that great. Not bad either, but it's actually double white, and with the all the islands effects that they can hit us with, it's pretty hard. I think this card is probably worse because our non-creature spells are going to be pretty bad. I think we've got to cut some Collected Company as well. Force of Vigor, not really. Endurance, not really. Veil of Summer could be a consideration, but not really. I think with just the 3-path, keep it simple. Got some of the most awkward non-creature spells. Okay, this hand is pretty good. I mean, maybe one land too much, but other than that, we have turn 1, turn 2, turn 3. Like, turn 3, infinite life. That's the worst case scenario. Pretty rough. But, I mean, we cannot put out our Utopia Sprawl just because they're playing island removals. Like, if we get this on turn 1 and they don't have it, we have a huge advantage. That's fine. It's one of the best lords in other matchups, but in this matchup where we have a lot of creatures, it's not the end of the world. And you know, even like pinging with our ballista and stuff. All right, so I think I'm just slamming my Heliod here, and potentially next turn have infinite life. And even drawing the Captain Ranger of Eos is pretty great since we can go get the ballista and that way win with Heliod. Yes, my opponent plays this, which is actually one of the best cards they have against us. So something tells me they either have Subtlety or another Trickster. Or maybe we're just dead if they have a double Lord. Because that's a lot of damage. Like, they have 2 Lords in hand. I think we're dead. That's 9, 10. One more Lord would be 14. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so we're down to 2. Okay, that's one way we can get out of this. I think that's like our best top deck. Because now we can play Captain. But I think that's pretty much it. So, might as well try to get the... we don't have double green, right? This is an island, this is an island. Yeah, we only have 2... Alright, let's go, Spike Feeder. Oh no, my bad. They have this. I think no matter what, we were dead here. Yep. I think I didn't have a line to get out of this. Alright, so Tideshaper is actually really good against us, especially on the draw. We don't have anything for it except for Path to Exile. So, I think we just go back in. I still don't think Veil of Summer are worth it. Okay, that's a pretty great. And all we need is like Heliod. But we can go turn 1, turn 2, turn 3, Arbor Elf plus Spike Feeder. Yeah, the Tideshaper actually just wrecked us this game, because our deck is pretty color heavy. So we need our colors. I think I just go for green here. Yeah, because we have the plains. If I just top deck Heliod, I just play it. Okay, not the best draw since we already have one. Think I'm grabbing Arbor Elf here, or do I just take the Walking Ballista? Could just take the Ballista, because if they play any creature next turn, I could just play Ballista for 2 and ping it. Like, if they play Tideshaper, no, if they play Tideshaper, they're gonna destroy my Sprawl. And if they play Tideshaper, I'm not gonna have a Forest anymore, so Arbor Elf is actually not that great. Yeah, I think no matter what, if they have Tideshaper, I'm kind of in bad shape, so might as well hope they don't have it. But I think I can still take Arbor Elf. I don't really need the Ballista that much at the moment. Like, I can just go Arbor Elf with another Captain next turn, and the next turn after that, if this lives, or I can go for a huge turn. Sure. This member is quite alright. Okay, that's a pretty good draw. Because we can get rid of Tideshaper later. So I think I just go for Captain. What they do. Sure. Still get the trigger though. Now I'm gonna get Ballista, and I'm just gonna play this Arbor Elf. Say go. Really need an Heliod for this kind of hand. Like, if I top deck Heliod next turn, I think I just win. Because I have 4, 5, 6. No, I'm gonna be a little short. But I can have infinite life. Okay. I have 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. Could play Ballista for 2 and play Skyclave Apparition. Let's just start by going to combat, swing for 3, see what they do. I think right now we're more in the fair gameplay. Another Dismember. All right, I'm going to sacrifice in response. Okay. I don't really like doing Skyclave Apparition on this. It's not strong enough. So I think I'm just going to go tap, tap, tap. And like I want to be more efficient with my mana. So do I just... Yeah, I think Walking Ballista for 2 is okay rather than for 3, even though I could kill this, but I think I just want to be a little more efficient with my mana, and I want to play everything. I want to take the board as fast as possible. And Walking Ballista 2 is still good because they have the lord that has 1 health. Yeah. Okay, our opponent just flooded so badly. Okay, we were not... I think we would have maybe just... With their hand, we would have won with just like our fair gameplay, just swing with our creatures. Alright, let's get to the next game. Alright, round number 2 on the play. This is a pretty good keep. We're gonna keep. It's pretty good because we're gonna start with Elf. If they have removal for the Elf, we can just go Pendelhaven, put the Sprawl on the Temple Garden, play Auriok Champion, and then play Captain. So like no matter what, we're gonna have a good time. And if this lives with this, we're gonna have even more mana. I don't think it's gonna live. Oh, it's gonna live. Nice. Oh wow. Okay. Let's go this on white. And I think we're just gonna go tap, untap, tap. Play rate. Whoops, I think I didn't do that correctly. I need a green. Play Captain. Actually, I think I still want a Walking Ballista because I have enough mana already. I'm just gonna put the Sprawl on this. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna take the Ballista and not another Arbor Elf. And I think we name... What's better here? Probably just green. Yep. Alright, just pass turn. Now we have a blocker for the Ragavan. And next turn, we can go Champion plus Walking Ballista. If this Elves lives, we're gonna have a bunch of mana. And of course, our best top deck is Heliod here. Because I think we just win. We have 6, 8 mana. That's no, I don't think it would be enough. I think we'd be missing a little. No attacks. All right. All right. So opponent says we can do whatever we want. So I think I'm just gonna go swing with my Captain. They say that's fine. We're gonna sack the Captain, so that way we cannot get Counterspell. Response they consider, that's fine. We're gonna go tap, untap, tap, Plains. That way we have 8 mana, so yeah, we can go for Auriok Champion and a 3/3 Ballista. We don't have that much gas anymore. We're gonna have to find something a little better than what we have, but we still have a pretty good board for turn 3. And like, if our Ballista lives, we can just like pump it with all of our mana, which is not that bad. Sure. Fortunate. We're just gonna go face. Alright, it's the time to draw Collective Company now. Because our board kind of sucks. I mean, that's not too bad. We can go all. What do we want here? Probably just Heliod, honestly. What happens if we take Heliod? Doesn't do much. Maybe just Captain? Get another Ballista? Because Heliod, since this is blue... no, actually, we can just punk the champion if we draw more creatures. And by doing that, like having Heliod on the board, which they cannot remove, we can like just top deck a Spike Feeder and pretty much win the game. I think that's pretty close, but I'm gonna take the Heliod. We don't really need this Boseiju as well. Play it. 9, that's fine. Okay, so let's say go. They currently don't have Delirium, so this Pendelhaven actually protects Arbor Elf from Unholy Heat. Well, now they're gonna get it. Smelling Murktide here. Knowing what we draw is actually huge information, considering we need to pretty much combo to win this game. So they know if they can hold a counter spell or a Murktide, they can play in Murktide. Wow, that's actually our best draw. Okay. Let's just say go. Because counterspell is 100% in their hand. So we want to double spell them. Sure. Every time they play a creature, by the way, it's good for us. Murktide. Okay. Yeah, now it's gonna be tough to get past through that. So we need to gain infinite life or make something happen. Hopefully we draw a really good spell here so we can go for a double spell. Fortunate. I mean, we still have time to hold back, so we're just gonna hold back here. We're technically not dead. Mm-hmm. That's 13 damage. We're still fine. But I think on our next draw, we need to draw like a really good spell, or else we're just pretty much dead. Like, if we draw Spike Feeder, that's probably like our best draw. Because I don't think this Arbor Elf is gonna live. Oh, it does. Okay. Spike Feeder, like, they need to counter Spike Feeder 100%. And if they do, we have company. Okay. That's actually pretty good. Because we can take this, give this lifelink, and swing so that way we don't die. Sure. Alright, so I guess that's wow, we have 10 damage. So technically I have lethal right now. Yeah. Okay, so the plan is I swing, I go to combat, try to swing. And if, I mean, yeah, it's really gonna depend on what they do, but I think I gotta swing with everyone. And damn, if I had one more mana, would have been a really good play. Because if they have removal spell, kill my Arbor Elf, then I'm just dead. Oh no, because I can give my Auriok Champion lifelink. Yeah, that works. So 9, 10, and then 11 damage. Alright, let's try this. They don't do anything. We're gonna try to force them to do it. I put it like, are you kidding me? Is my Pendelhaven going to be good enough? And if they have an Archmage Charm, they can steal my Arbor Elf, but they're gonna take one from the islet. And that's gonna be... Oh no, they're gonna be at 9. They bounce my Auriok Champion back to my hand. Wow, that's actually the worst case scenario. Like the one of... Wow, I don't even know whether it's worth thinking then. Okay, sure. Cannot do much about that. Yep. Does that work though? So now I need to give this lifelink, because if I don't, I just die. And I'm gonna give, I guess, Skyclave +1/+1 and say go. So technically I'm not dead, but they have Lightning Bolt, I'm dead. Wow, why were they like taking so much time to think? That's literally the only line you can do. Is that good enough? No, because then you don't have the Eladarim anymore. They need another instant sorcery. Yeah. That works. Wow, my opponent like really baited me. It took so much time doing that decision. I'm sure I had it. Yeah, I didn't. I was not playing around Petitha, but I think my line was still the best. Eh. I don't think it's a good matchup, so winning this game would have been pretty important. I think it's just Path, Endurance, probably Veil. And we cut like... It's actually pretty tough choosing what we cut. I think we keep like this package because it's really good. Skyclave is maybe not that great, honestly. Like, takes Ragavan. Well, no, it's actually one of the ways we get rid of Shredders. I don't think we're going to be able to combo with their million removal with the Ballista, so maybe we just take out the 2 Ballistas, or just at least take one out. This, not really useful. This, I think this is not that great, considering they're going to have a lot of removal. So I think we just take all of them out. It's just going to be feeling too bad to play a 2 mana, getting rid by a 1 mana thing. Maybe we can take a 1 Skyclave since we're bringing 3 Path. Okay, let's try this. Wow, really unfortunate. I thought I had I had that one. Yeah, that's pretty line heavy, but we got to turn to Heliod, which is on the plays. Actually, they cannot counter it, and once it hits the table, they cannot do anything about it unless they play Subtlety. Okay. Gonna grab a Plains right now, just in case they play Blood Moon. Fortunately, we drew another land. Pretty good start by my opponent. Can I top deck Spike Feeder and gain infinite life? Really unfortunate. Alright, let's just go drag this. That's really good, actually. Best turn. We're not gonna go for collected next turn because counter spells. Play this, say go. Like if they tap out, I'm gonna go for it, but not if they don't tap out. Alright, I guess it's the time to go for it. And they have another counter spell. We're dead. I guess I should have started with Veil of Summer first. Doesn't really matter since looks like they had 2 counter spells, but and I don't have any more spells other than these 2. So yeah, my opponent just pretty much had the nuts. Turn 1 Channeler, turn 2 Ledger, Bubble, 2 counter spells up. We drew like we already had a heavy land hand and just drew too many lines here. I think it's honestly not a good matchup because they have a lot of interactions with what we do. Like the only thing they cannot interact with is Heliod, but other than that, they can pretty much interact with our whole deck, and we cannot really beat a Murktide unless it's Path. All right, so let's get to the next round. All right, round 3. We're on the draw, and this hand is a bit awkward, so we're gonna mull. All right, that's way better. Keep and put 1 land to the bottom. Probably just a garden. Okay. Interesting. Alright, I'm gonna try Arbor Elf, because I don't think those type of decks have a lot of removal. So we could go for a turn 2 company, potentially. Okay. That's fine. Wow, okay. Just gonna grab a basic forest in case they run Magus. That on here, white. So we have 2 options here. We could go for another Sprawl. Tap it, Sprawl, untap it. We're gonna have my god, yeah, 4 mana, or we could just go for Heliod, but I think it's better to just go for this right now. All right, Heliod, Spike Feeder, net life, and start making a lot of life. All right, and they just can see they can. Okay, so they tell me they cannot beat an infinite life, so that's good. Good to know. I think against those type of decks, I'm just gonna bring 3 path. Cut this. Maybe cut 1 Auriok Champion. And actually, not sure. Maybe just like this guy. And go. Okay, so that's a really good thing that they cannot win against infinite life. Yeah, so that was a pretty insane turn 2. Doesn't happen all the time, but when it happens, it's pretty impressive. All right. Don't have ramp. 2 companies. Like Skyclave is good. Path is good. It's more of a like value hand. Really not sure. Because I feel like their deck is not good at stopping what we do. And if we have like an early lead, we're gonna have difficulties. But I think their deck is like really good at value, which this hand tends to go more of a late game. It's pretty close. I think I'm gonna try it. It's not too bad. And on the draw, I can like potentially draw 1-drop, 2-drop. Okay, did we have 1 mana ramp? Okay, that's a nice draw. They look like a bent ephemerate duck. Yep. A lot of mana. Alright, let's grab a garden. And just play our Conclave boy. Fast turn. Next turn. Like, actually, Skyclave Apparition might not be that great because they're just gonna ephemerate whatever we target. What I like about Heliod Company is that you can just play a company and win the game out of nowhere. Like, you can just go for like some mid-range creature attack plan, and then out of nowhere you just company and you have infinite life. That's like, I remember when the deck was super popular, I hated that. Like when you're just winning the game and then your opponent just slams company and just you lose. Interesting, they don't go for an attack, so something tells me it might have a interaction. I'm still gonna play this Skyclave. I gotta play my mana. I mean, even if they ephemerate their thing, still gonna have a 2/2 in play. Oh, they don't do anything. Okay. Just say go. Interesting. Why didn't they attack with the noble then? Okay. Okay, that's the answer. Okay, so next turn we're gonna start threading some collected companies. They keep drawing cards. They could return our cards to our hand if they wanted. Maybe they have ephemerate and they can just do that at instant speed. Damn. That's bad. They can just name collected company now. Oh, they name Walking Ballista. Okay, that's good. Okay. I just slam it. I think I do. Slam it. Wow. Okay. Got some options. We could go for double Skyclave or just Captain Ranger. Skyclave get out the take the Milling Mage. Captain Ranger get Ballista and start pinging stuff. I think Ballista is like our best card in this board. Everything has 1 toughness. So yeah, Skyclave plus Captain. Take the Milling Mage. Yes. Grab Ballista. And just say go for now. They're like drawing many cards, but they don't have that much value at the moment. Like the way they get their value is with ephemerates. And we tapped out of Path, but I mean, I think that's fine. Okay, our life total is definitely a concern. 3 damage a turn is a pretty good clock. It's fine. So another path is actually good. I think I'm just going for Collected Company again. Bam, we whiffed pretty hard. Okay. Taking the Mailing Mage again. Saying go. I think upkeep, I'm just gonna pat this Ice Fang. I'm pretty sure they don't have the Ephemerate in hand, so they have another card, but not that. And actually drawing our township is pretty nice because we can put on some good pressure. Okay, that's annoying. Oh, that's not a good attack because we can just block. Oh, yeah. Because now they wanted to like bring this back, but I don't want them to bring this back, so I'm just gonna block. Okay. Well, okay, that's a nice play. Alright, so they got good stuff going. Okay. Think we go Ballista, start killing stuff. Making a 3/3 Ballista. Bing. Bing. Path. And swing with everyone. Okay, now I'm feeling pretty good about this. We can just start like growing a Ballista and killing their creatures. Sure. Wow, they just whiffed or wasn't good enough? Wow, okay. Oh, that was game 2. Alright, let's get to the next round. Alright, round 4. A lot of lines, but I think I'm still gonna keep. We have turn 1 Arbor Elf into turn 2 Champion, turn 3 Company, if everything goes well. Forest. Oh, wow. Okay, we're playing against... Wow, what deck plays Elvish Mystic in Modern? I'm actually concerned here. I don't think Elves are playing Elvish Mystic. Okay, it is Elves. Interesting. Okay, that's a pretty good draw. We're just gonna go for a Company. We're pretty lucky at drawing those. Infinite Life? Not quite. But Auriok Champion Heliod is pretty good. And say go. Okay, so yes. Not on this guy. Mm-hmm. Guy. Okay, we need to combo because I don't think we're getting through this army of elves. Okay, that was a pretty good turn 3 by my opponent. Now I can go. I can actually make Heliod a creature now. I think I'm gonna play my Township because I have like a lot of mana. How do I want to do this? Tap, untap. Play Champion. Yes. This guy. And then I can play another elf. Trigger twice. This guy. Guy. And I can go to combat. Swing with both. Doesn't have death touch, right? No blocks. I'm gonna give it lifelink. 12. Put a counter on this one now. And in my fetch, so I go. Have 30 life. Feeling good. Yes. Trigger on this guy. Trigger on this guy. It's a real creature matchup. Guy. But the difference is we gain life. And Honey Black, after this crazy crazy power of the Elves deck, we're gonna play some Damping Sphere and some Path. And I think we're just gonna cut Still and Grow. Probably all. We're just gonna cut maybe some conclaves. And like just maybe cut a little bit of everything. I think maybe Collective Company is not that great since we might not get theirs fast enough because they're probably going to combo off faster. Unless we play our Damping Sphere, which is going to be able to help us out a bit. Right. So yeah, our opponent, I actually pretty much knew, like, really deep into their combo that what I was dead. I just really wanted to see them go because it's just funny, honestly. I think we can keep this, even though we have one lander, we have 2 sprawls, so I think that can work. If we draw another line, we're going to be in good shape. Perfect. Let's go. Go Sprawl. Or wait. Just play. I think we can just play Damping Sphere now. Sphere. Go. Yeah, it's really gonna slow our opponent down. And they won't be able to go for like huge combo like they just did. Alright, that's actually a really nice draw. Let's just play it. And we've got infinite life. Friend just says nice. Not sure they can beat infinite life, but I mean, just gonna ask, can you beat it? Because I mean, we've already done a lot of shenanigans with the time, so my opponent looks like a good fellow. I mean, if they cannot beat an infinite life, might as well just concede. They say they don't think so, but they don't concede. So, okay, nice. Alright, so opponent, actually a nice guy. Just conceding. Like, if you know you cannot beat infinite life, I know this is an NTGO, and like, we're not playing high-stake tournaments. This is just a league. You know we cannot beat infinite life. Let's not make like both of us lose time. Cool. So I'm pretty sure our opponent is going to bring some sort of artifact hate, because honestly, I think they cannot beat us if we have Damping Sphere, because we can just combo off eventually. And yeah, they can beat us with Damping Sphere on. It's going to be a little more difficult for them, because they gotta go like Lord, like one at a time, and then eventually beat us to death. But like, they can hardly remove Heliod, so at the time that we got Heliod with like our champion or Spike Feeder, we're good to go. Yeah, just take out one Ranger for another company. Because on the draw, like, I'm maybe not gonna be able to like if happens to be like a huge board and my only out is infinite life, cannot win. Alright, so we have a lot of mana, but nothing to do with it. Do I still want to try it though? I mean, we got one path for interaction. I think that's unfortunately a mole, because honestly, if we don't draw any gas, we just lose. Yeah, that's unfortunate, but I think we gotta mold this one against Elves. Very close, though. Yeah, that's way better. I think we've got way more interaction. So I'm just gonna put down a path to the bottom, keep the Skyclave in the other path. Mm-hmm. Okay, alright, basic forest is a little better. Wait, our elves, they go. Might have interaction for this, but usually our elf is gonna live. Like, I think their interaction would be like Dismember, but pretty much it. Play a lord here. Yeah, no, that's not a lord. That's just value thing. All right, that's a really nice draw. So we're gonna go chuck that in. Sprawl on white. Tap, tap. And just play Skyclave. Get rid of the creature. Say go. Next turn we can play the Imping Sphere and have path up for another creature. Okay. That's a really good top deck. And we're getting pretty lucky with those top decks. Companies, Sprawl, Arbor Elf thing. Ah, never mind. That's a huge whiff. Huge whiff. Okay, let's just play Imping Sphere, say go. And then attack through this wall. Alright, unfortunate Collected Company. That was a really bad whiff. I mean, could be worse just having no creatures, but this Conclave right now doesn't do much. Oh, damn, okay, yeah. That's annoying. Okay. Add this Spell Guide and start going to combat. Or a creature deck, so we gotta put our creatures sideways. Sure. Pretty good top deck from my opponent. It's also pretty good. Alright, I need something here, like a way to get rid of this lord. Ugh. Pretty bad draw. Let's just say go. I mean, we need our opponent to whiff on those top decks. Ooh, oh, that's really not a whiff. That's a huge draw. Wow. Damn. That's just crazy. Remwalker into another Archdruid. Okay, they stop at least. And that's 7, 10, 13 damage, so we are pretty much forced to block. Look like this. Take 10 damage. Alright, I need help here. Collective Company. Ballista, that's actually a pretty good draw. Tap, 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 tap. Okay, so we can kill guy. They go. Yeah, I think we're still dead though. Yeah, I needed them to whiff life for one turn. Going well. Yeah, that's cannot do anything about that. They just had really the nuts in their top decks. Yeah, we're not getting there. I needed this company to be really good and just whiffed pretty hard. All right, let's get to our final round. All right, final round. Let's see if we can save a little 3-2. No colored lines. Better. And put the Ballista to the bottom since we can go search for it with the captain. Okay. Something tells me this Auriok Champion is not going to survive long. They're probably playing Prismatic Ending and Leyline Bindings. At least we got 2 Heliod, so one can take an ending / Land Binding. Oh, maybe this is Creativity. But does Creativity play Windswept Heath? Not sure. Okay. Try to go for this Heliod go. Um, Gonna go for this. Really not sure what our opponent's playing for now. Maybe Rhinos? 4-color Rhinos? Okay. Math. Fury. Okay. Okay. Gonna win infinite life in response. Uh, wow. Sure. All right. Wow. Okay. They used 2 calls, getting Fury, Solitude, pitching, Omnath, Expressive. Wow. Okay. I gain a lot of value from this Spike Feeder. Okay. I guess we just go for that. Because not Ballista. Gonna hold this just in case Might. All right. Pretty good. Another infinite. $3 million life. There you go. TGO 60 life can actually, if my opponent has like 3 Furies, that's actually quite fast to kill. Okay, in response, I'm just gonna gain a couple more. Because if my opponent's playing 4-color control, I mean, how do they win if they don't, like, beat down me? Like, usually they win with beat down, right? Let's go to, like, 80, I guess. Skyclave. It's fine. Alright. Just play another Heliod. Combat. Lifelink. And have infinite again. So I go. Mm-hmm. Sure. Sure. Yeah, I think 84 life should be good enough. Let's grab Ballista. And say go. Ooh, not bad. Yeah, let's just try to kill the Tef. Mm-hmm. Right. Okay, let's go for another captain. Grab another Ballista, I guess. There you go. Mm-hmm. Okay. I think we just start to try to tread their life. So just go face. So, okay. I think my opponent maybe forget about that. Last turn. Unless they have like Fire Ice. Mm-hmm. Yep. All right. So 4-color control. Hmm. Good one, Veil. Veil maybe, just like they are playing counter spells, but I think Conclave is Sterling Grove is good in this matchup. Don't think Auriok Champion is that powerful because they can easily remove it, and doesn't do that much. Maybe just like 3 Veils and that's it. I don't think I am. Maybe I want Path, but I think I want to be a little more proactive. Skyclave Apparition is actually fine, so yeah, I think that's gonna be just just 3 Veils. Actually forgot to click on submit, so yeah, my Veil are still in my sideboard. Honestly, it doesn't really matter that much. Sure. Doesn't matter that much. Like Veil are fine, but they're not that great. The Chalk Growth. All right. Six. Yeah, I ran 6 is the worst case scenario. No, ran 6. All right. I'm just gonna take Ballista here. Say go. They have Fury. They have Fury. Whatever. Okay. Pretty weak turn. Sure. Opponent's not doing much. Ragman, yeah. Just say go. I could sacrifice my captain, but since they're at 10, I think my captain is pretty valuable. So I'm just gonna go for company. If they have the counter spell, that's fine. I can just slam other spells next turn. Especially if they fetch shock. Yeah, that's fine. They've just been fetch shocking so much. My captain is dealing 3 damage, I think is better. Okay, so we're 1 short from having infinite. But you can actually just put a ballista on 2 and pressure their life total. I think it sounds good with that. I like that plan. Sure. Okay. Wow. Can just put a +1/+1 counter all my creatures and swing. They block the big one, and they just die. Yeah. That's pretty good. They need a solitude, basically. Oops. Wait. You. Alright. That was a pretty straightforward game. Let's go for a small wrap-up. Alright, so obviously 3-2 is not a bad score. The deck felt honestly pretty powerful. Didn't have a huge problem with dealing what we wanted to do. Obviously Murktide is like one of the best deck in Modern, if not the best deck right now, and I think it's like we need to gain infinite life or we just lose, and they're not gonna let us gain infinite life. And the other matchup that we lost to was Elves, and I think it was just pretty hard to interact with them. But yeah, I think Elves can really go either way, and it's not like a super popular matchup. So I think this deck has actually some potential of making a comeback someday. Like, I think if you add one more good card, one more piece to the deck, can actually be pretty good. Like, it's a pretty good deck, honestly. It's not a bad deck at all. And people absolutely zeroing. I've been seeing zero play of this deck whatsoever. Like, even bad decks sometimes see play, but this deck, zero play whatsoever in quite a long time. And of course, it's not really fun to play this deck on MTGO compared to playing in paper. But definitely, I had a lot of fun. Honestly, yeah, it's still a pretty powerful deck. Definitely not a tier 1. Maybe not even tier 2, but definitely like a good pickup. And I'm pretty sure you could maybe win a tournament like with this deck, depending on which matchup you see. Because all the decks that cannot win through infinite life, you just win the game automatically. And yes, I got pretty lucky with my Arbor Elf Sprawl and Connected Company, but I mean, That's Modern. Sometimes you just have like cheesy starts, and you're gonna win that way. So yeah, had a lot of fun, and that's pretty much it for the video. If you have other decks you want me maybe to see other than red decks, definitely let me know in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.